Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear student, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study lecture number 4 from Hazrat Usman, and this is gonna be the most important lecture till now. Why? Because from that moment the different issues and problems were started to raise against Hazrat Usman. So today's topic is causes of revolt against Hazrat Usman. Okay, let's start studying the event. First of all, you need to write down, you need to know the background or start of this causes, why this took place. We have studied that actually the first 6 years of Hazrat Usman's time was smooth, and it was full of conquest in east and west. Different areas were became the part of Islamic State. So after the first half, things started to collapse, things started to change a bit over there. So what was the reason behind this? First of all, you need to understand. Okay, number one, Hazrat Umar. So we have studied directly in the time of Hazrat Umar. Hazrat Umar was a strict person who used to control things with might and power. Because he never used to show any kind of a leniency on different matters. He used to make a check and balance on a specific methodology. So he actually started to rule his state. He became a Khalifa. He started to rule the state with some different norms and different mindset. Okay, he made some restrictions on the people of Arab, people of Makkah and Medina, because this is the center of Islamic State. So that is why he made some restrictions for the people of these people. What were those? Number one, no one can go outside Medina without his permission. Being Medina a capital of Islamic State, these were the people who were the companion of the Holy Prophet. They were the mind, they were the ear, they were the people who have the privilege to live with the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So they were the important personality of Islamic State at that time. So he did not permitted to anyone to go outside Medina without his permission. Even if anyone want to offer Hajj, they have to come to Hazrat Umar. They have to seek permission from him, then they can leave the city. So that was the first restriction made by Hazrat Umar in his time, because he want to bound the people within the Islamic capital. He want to bound the people within the specific area. And number two, he also did not allow the people of Arab, especially Makkah and Medina or Quraysh, to purchase land in different conquered areas. Islam started to spread in the time of Hazrat Umar greatly in Persia, in Iraq, in Syria, in Damascus, and in Egypt. So he did not allow to purchase land, foreign land basically I should say, for the people of Arab, of Makkah and Medina, because he want to make them stay within the city for the consultation, for the mutual solution of the different issues. So this is because of this he was why he did that, in order to run smooth running of the society, because he want to people with him all the time. So when Hazrat Umar actually passed away, Hazrat Usman became the Khalifa of Islam. So because people, they were very used to feel burden on themselves because of these restrictions. When Hazrat Usman came into power, he removed the many restrictions made by Hazrat Umar. Okay, the first one actually, Hazrat Usman undo or cancel the Hazrat Umar order that anyone can go wherever they want. So there is no need to ask from the new caliph. There is no need to ask any permission from the new caliph. So people started to leave the city for different worldly activities, or for the Umrah and Hajj and other activities. So Medina actually started to become empty from the learned people, become empty from the learned people, and vacuum started to create, and different people from the outside started to came within the Medina. So the inhabitant of Medina was started to change. Point number one, you need to keep this point in your mind. Inshallah, we are going to explain it later where it is needed. Okay, then actually he also gave permission that if someone want to buy a land in foreign land, they are free to buy. So the people of Medina, the companion, they started to purchase land in different areas of the world, or different areas of the new conquered lands. So people started to move outside. So these are the two main issues which he has actually dealt with: leniency and with kind-hearted. Because he was a kind-hearted, he was polite, he used to give permission to the people. Whenever someone used to come to him for anything, he used to give him. So because of this, the ratio of the population of old, experienced, and you can say well-trained person started to change. So when this happened, actually their different causes started to arose in the second half of Hazrat Usman. Okay, let's start studying the causes of these revolt. Why people stood against him? Why mean reason. You have to mention some reason there. Number one, people don't have strong faith. Basically they were captured by the Jews. So we have studied that actually different areas of the was conquered by Muslims, like Iran, Iraq, and other people. So they were new convert to Islam. They did not have the privilege to saw the Holy Prophet, to see the Holy Prophet, or to live with him. So that is why they were the beginner. Actually they were the starter of Islam. So they don't have the strong and firm faith about things. They did not actually been, you can say, brought up by the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, himself, and the next generation started to emerge. So these people who were new convert to Islam are the young people, teenager, the sons of the companions. Actually they were energetic, passionate, and they did not actually have the privilege of living with the Holy Prophet as their father too. So the new converts of different areas like Kufa and Basra and Damascus, they were new convert, and they been catched by the Jews, especially Abdullah bin Saba, a Jew from Yemen. He accepted Islam. He started to say that I'm a Muslim, and he showed off of his Islam the time of Hazrat Umar, but he did not do anything because of the strictness of Hazrat Umar. When Hazrat Usman became the Khalifa, because of his leniency and kind-hearted, he started to do his negative activities. He started to poison the mind of the new generation, the new convert of Islam. Got it? So the people actually been captured by him, people being poisoned by this person Abdullah bin Saba, number one. And number two, Hazrat Usman actually he came to know about the conspirators, that people are making some bad moves within different areas of Islamic State. So he got arrest them, and he did not actually punish them, but only he expelled them from Kufa and Basra. So that is why actually these people, they started to their bad activities in the other cities of the Islamic State. So this is how an atmosphere was started to build against the approach of Hazrat Usman, the mindset of Hazrat Usman. So he did not actually punish the people who were behind the conspiracies which was being made by the different people. Okay, the third reason, actually it is also said that rivalry between Hashemid and Umayyad was also the cause of the revolt. Because before Islam, before the birth of the Holy Prophet, there was a rivalry between Hashmi and Umayyad, that to have the honor of taking the care of Khana Kaaba and other activities. When Holy Prophet started his journey, Banu Umayyad became the enemy of Islam. Not only the Banu Umayyad, but also the people from the Quraysh, all of them. So when actually things started to grow, Islam started to go, Holy Prophet has to migrate from Makkah to Medina, and in the third year of Hijrah, Abu Sufyan became the leader of the Quraysh, of the Makkans, and Abu Sufyan, he was from Banu Umayyad. So actually the many wars took place against Islam or against the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and all those wars was led by Umayyad. In other sense, you can say Battle of Uhud, Battle of Trench, conquest of Makkah. Got it? So these are the most important battle took place in the time of the Holy Prophet, and are led by Abu Sufyan. Although he was at that time he was a non-Muslim, later on he accepted Islam during the conquest of Makkah. So people actually started to criticize him as well. And as Usman, he was also from Banu Umayyah. The people, actually not people, basically it was Ibn Sabah who injected the negative approach in the mind of the people as far as Usman concerned is concerned. So he do know the weak points of Islamic history, so he triggered those points against the Muslim. Okay, number 4, flow of money to Medina. We have studied that actually then Arab and when actually Egypt, Iran and Iraq actually became under the control of the Muslim, and Muslim economy started to grow, the Muslim economy started to increase, and money started to flow to the Medina in the form of jizya, tax, zakat, ushur and other things. We have studied that actually economy in the time of Hazrat Umar. So Hazrat Umar also started to give them scholarships. He chose different people for the scholarships, and they started to give them everything whatever they can. So the people thought that actually Hazrat Umar actually started to give specific scholarships because of the efforts of the people. So that is why actually the new generation, they don't have to suffer from the you can say hardships. They saw the money in their pockets from the beginning when they grow, when they started to have conscience, and they started to live in comforts. So basically they become lazy, and they did not used to think or compare things with different matters. So flow of money also make them you can say effortless, and the flow of money also made them to be tricked by different people. It is easy for a person to become tricked by the people. You need to have this thing in your mind. Okay, last but not least, new converts started to settle down in Medina. So basically you can say that actually when people started to leave the city, in the beginning we have studied about the actions of Hazrat Umar, or advice of Hazrat Umar, which was given to the people of Medina and Makkah, that in return of this activity, the new people started to settle down in the Medina. So the population, the ratio of the population of people in Medina were totally changed there. And so that is why actually when this happened during the time of death of Hazrat Usman, when he is martyred, no one actually could come out to save Hazrat Usman because of the refuge, and people who were devoted and passionate, they were less in number. Few people actually came out to rescue or help the Hazrat Usman. So these are the causes of revolt against Hazrat Usman. Okay, let's start study the end. So all these causes led to the confusion and destruction, and people started to become more brave to lay some charges on Hazrat Usman. And although Hazrat Usman actually addressed them, answered them everything, but they did not listen to him, and all these activity actually ended with the tragic death of Hazrat Usman, and he was being martyred by the people. When he was martyred, a specific result actually came out. Civil war started, division of Islamic State, and thousands of Muslim martyred during that activity. And Muslim actually were martyred by their own Muslim fellows, and that was the very tragic area. That was a very tragic event from the history of Islam. So this is how, my dear students, we have studied about the causes of revolt. You need to study other sources as well, like history of Islam, Frkhanda, Noor Muhammad, and other books which might give you some proper information. So today's lecture is over. Inshallah, tomorrow we are going to study about the charges which was raised against Hazrat Usman by different people. Until then, Allah Hafiz.